Welcome back to the SuperMegaCast.
Yeah.
This is, what episode is it?
17.
Episode 17. So,
Ryan's you got a little news for everyone, don't you?
Yeah, it's big news. This is probably the, pinnacle of existence, as we know it.
The pinnacle of your career, the pinnacle of your success.
Yeah. I got verified on Twitter. So, that's something.
And I didn't, so that's also something.
Yeah, we sent in the same application.
We both applied at the same time for verification.
The key difference being you had a little something in your description.
Okay, so we did a little experiment. I put feminist in my bio, and Ryan didn't. I mean, they verified him and not me. So I guess Twitter doesn't go strictly by stereotypes. I think the real reason I didn't get verified was, I don't know. You had your Instagram as your website link, and I had SuperMega, like the YouTube channel, and they don't like verifying YouTubers very much. So there's that.
Yeah, I can understand that in some cases, but we're trying to get outside of YouTube in some aspects too, like with this podcast, even though it is hosted. Well, not hosted, even though it does display first on the YouTube channel. I'd like to, I don't know. I think iTunes is a better home for it.
Oh,
because people
absolutely.
can, of course, if they don't have the YouTube Red shit, they can, lock their phones and listen. And yeah, so let's want to run a little poll real quick. If you're in your car while listening to this and you're at a stoplight, good job. That's all. Just want to say good job to there's someone at a stoplight.
Let's we're gonna say some stuff, and you know who you are. You know, some people are listening to this while they're on the bus. Yeah, I saw you just grinned a little bit.
And there's at least one person listening to this while masturbating. Yep, that's you. Caught you.
Yeah.
You fucker.
You know exactly who you are. Stop it. Take your hand off of that. Probably not like masturbating to the podcast. Just they have it pulled up and they're doing it in the background and forgot that the podcast is playing.
I'm guilty of that. I don't even forget. I'll have something playing in the background.
It's
like on my phone, it'll be playing in the background, and I'll be just looking at other stuff.
What, Ryan? What do you other stuff? What?
Pornographic material. What? Do you have a conversation?
Oh, actually, yeah, about the word segue.
Okay.
I was just thinking about the word segue. Like when you say the word segue, is it like when I say let's segue into another topic, is that spelled like SEGUE? Or is it like SEGWAY? Because I think that
WAY is the
brand,
vehicle brand or thing.
Which is based
that is.
on the word segue, right?
Mm-hmm. Which is looks like segue.
I think it's a French word. It sounds like a French word. Segue.
Segue fonobé. I don't know.
That started out as you trying to speak French, and then it turned into some South African gibberish, and went all around the world, and then went to Japan or something, speaking Japanese at the end. But I'm feeling pretty good, feeling pretty heavy. I just had myself a Big Mac right before we recorded this, and a McFlurry, which I have.
I couldn't eat my McFlurry. I'm too paranoid that they fucked with it.
They did not fuck with it.
I'm sorry.
They just shittily made it, so it looks bad.
It's filled up halfway. It's already mixed together.
Yeah, because McFlurries are always mixed together.
Nuh-uh, usually it's a bunch of crumbs, like Oreo crumbs on the top.
They're always mixed together. They were just too lazy to put the Oreo crumbs on top. Let's settle something here. There's the debate of what place has the best burgers. And, we live in California. We live in Los Angeles.
Now.
This podcast is being recorded and broadcasted from Los Angeles. And here in Los Angeles, and all of California really, Californians are like, oh my God, the best burger in the world. It's In-N-Out Burger. It's holy.
I don't understand that
shit. It's incredible. No, it's not. It's really not that good.
In-N-Out is not an incredible experience. Here, let me. Whenever I go to In-N-Out, it's the buns are always they're toasted, I guess.
I don't like.
But some of them are hard. Some of them are hard.
Yeah, around the edges.
And then the cheese is always cheaply melted. Almost.
Yeah, it's like they stuck a piece of American cheese and then they held up a hairdryer to it. So
yeah,
it's just kind of sticky.
And the fucking animal sauce, I honestly think people only go to In-N-Out and get the animal style shit. And that's a trick because you're smothering it in a somewhat good sauce that's hiding the shittiness of the burger.
Like it's not good. I crave In-N-Out probably once every 3 months.
I don't crave it anymore.
2 nights ago was one of those exceptions, and I went to In-N-Out by myself because
How was your experience?
Ryan refused to go with me. And I went and I got a burger, and I don't know if it's just the In-N-Out near. No, I've been to 2 In-N-Outs, and it's always the same. They take forever to give you your food. Like, when you go in there, if there's more than 3 people in line, you're like, well, I'm not getting my food for probably 20 minutes. So you got to do that, and then wait for your food. And when the food comes out, and it's like, here's the thing. It's not like an awful burger. It's just like, it's not good. It's not like an incredible experience. Everyone made In-N-Out like, oh my God, it's the best place it's the best place in America for a burger. And I went and I'm like
you've got to try In-N-Out.
Yeah.
If you like burgers, you got to try some In-N-Out.
And their milkshakes are god awful. They're so sweet. And it's not even like a milkshake. It's like drinking the it's like drinking like the mixture they would use to make a milkshake in like a milkshake machine.
Here's the thing. Five Guys may be expensive, but they do burgers better. You know who else burgers taste better? Wendy's and McDonald's. They taste better than In-N-Out.
Absolutely, yeah.
Not to mention, Wendy's has Frosties, which are way better than the milkshakes they have. And of course, McDonald's has their McFlurries.
Well, a lot of things are better than In-N-Out's milkshakes. I mean, I used to get them, and then like after like 5 times of getting it, like why do I get this? It tastes awful.
I just think it's overhyped. Like,
so overhyped. But it's like if you say that to someone from California, they're like, shut the fuck up. It's a good burger, goddammit.
You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know a good burger when you fucking put it in your chompers, you fucker.
Dude, that sounds just like someone from California. Yeah, but like it's unreal. Like people from California defend In-N-Out like to the end times.
Five Guys is still my favorite burger place.
Undebatably the best burgers in all of America. They're the most real. They're the best tasting. That's my opinion.
I haven't had burgers everywhere, but so far Five Guys is my favorite place to go.
Oh, absolutely. Five Guys.
Especially with their Cajun fries.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Or even just putting vinegar on the fries.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's delicious. And like nowhere else really does that or offers that.
Their burgers are so well seasoned.
And their buns are like always soft, and like the bread, you can just pull it apart. But then In-N-Out, I think my least favorite thing about In-N-Out is the bun, because it's toasted, I guess, which I don't like that on a burger. And it's like, well, just ask for it not toasted. I don't like the bread they use in general. This is how I feel. Maybe you'll agree. I feel like the buns they use at In-N-Out, I feel like it's always like the in slice of a loaf of bread.
Yeah, okay, about the quality of the buns, I agree, but here's how the buns are to me. You know when you get those sausage, egg, and cheese biscuits from like, I don't know, a grocery store, and you heat them up and you heat them up in the microwave, then afterwards the bread is kind of hard a little.
Yeah,
that's what the buns are like.
100%. That's a perfect yes.
How can anyone defend this place? Like, the thing is, you can say it's a good burger, but people defend it like it's their dying fucking mission.
Yeah, no, like. Of course, it's not like an awful burger. I just don't think it's good personally. And if you think it's a good burger, then I have my opinion that Five Guys is best, and you can have your opinion that In-N-Out is best. I don't think it's even close to the best. McDonald's, their biggest like
they're shit. It's shitty.
Like the shittiest restaurant in America, pretty much. I think they have better burgers. Like I would.
They taste better. They taste better.
I would take a Big Mac over In-N-Out burger any day. A Burger King, I haven't had Burger King in quite a while. I don't know how their stuff is nowadays.
Yeah. Another thing on that, it's like with the burger thing, no other place matches the chicken nuggets of Chick-fil-A for me.
Oh my God!
And I know a lot of you are gonna say, "Dude, doesn't Chick-fil-A hate the gays? And aren't you supporting it?" Okay, let's hold on.
Talking about food right now.
Yeah. Are you trying to say that because some asshole had a different opinion than you, and it's a shitty opinion given, that you want all of Chick-fil-A to go down and people to stop going to Chick-fil-A and ruin the jobs of so many fucking people that don't even hold the same beliefs as this guy?
No,
you're wanting to condemn all these employees and all these people that own Chick-fil-A's outside of this idiot or whatever.
True it, Kathy.
I don't know. I see people just getting mad about that shit. Like,
No, yeah.
of course, it's a shitty thing that he did. And maybe at the time there needed to be there was something done. People protested and things changed.
They
and
changed that, yeah.
I
think like, I think Truett Cathy is an asshole, and I think all the people that like run Chick-fil-A, I've seen them. They're a bunch of like old, conservative little old white men that don't know like the difference between their hand and their ass, and they're just like they're all really stupid, just entitled rich old white men,
and they're gonna be rich for the rest of their lives, regardless.
And I don't like any of them, and I don't like the Chick-fil-A like up top corporation.
Yeah.
But that being said, I worked there for a few years, as many of you know, and I loved it personally. And none of the people I worked with were like that. None of the people like I didn't work with any like religious people really. I didn't work with any like like people that were like, oh, I don't like gay people. Like it was good. It was just Chick-fil-A. Like people see it like they're gonna go to like a hardcore Christian restaurant. It's just a regular restaurant on the inside. All the people are just people that are just looking for jobs and end up working at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Back to what you were saying. Chick-fil-A, hands down, does have the best chicken.
Oh yeah.
It is. Oh, it's so good. Oh my God, it's delicious. Like politics of Chick-fil-A aside, which I wish Chick-fil-A hadn't done any of that because I think it bit them in the ass in the long run. But I think that like their chicken is fucking delicious. It is so good. It's so like real and juicy and it's
objectively it's good chicken.
Oh, you
right?
You can't say it's not good chicken, Ryan. You can say In-N-Out's a bad burger, but you can't say Chick-fil-A is bad chicken. Because I remember I remember like making the chicken. It's all like raw chicken. It's not like the nuggets are pre-frozen. It's like raw chicken that we would like dip in milk and then put in like the breading flour and then actually deep fry it right there. So it was always fresh and really, really tasty.
It sounds yum.
I haven't had Chick-fil-A in a really long time. Neither of us have.
Yeah, because there's not one.
It's very sparse in LA.
The only one close enough, I think, is the one near Hollywood Boulevard on Sunset Boulevard.
It's always packed too.
Yeah,
and it's like I don't want to drive like 20 minutes, and then if it's like from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m., there's gonna be awful LA traffic, so it's gonna be like a 40-minute drive. Just get Chick-fil-A, which I'm just too lazy to do that.
My favorite, I think. The most delicious thing, or just kind of like that, like, oh yes, part of Chick-fil-A is when you get a chicken, like a 12 count, 8 count, or whatever, and you open up the thing, and all of a sudden you see some of the breading. There's no chicken. It's just like some of the breading is still left, and it's just that crunchy, just delicious batter. I don't know. That's so good.
Yeah. No, I know. I used to give people. I hope my manager doesn't hear this. I used to give people extra nuggets every now and then. Just I'd just be like, you know what? I'm gonna make this person's day, so just drop an extra nugget in there. Because if you like get McNuggets or something, and you have an extra one, you're like, oh my God,
yeah,
my day is made.
Little did you know that was probably intentional.
From people just being like, I don't know about it. McDonald's people, at McDonald's, like they don't really give a shit. I've never really met any nice McDonald's employees. Remember that one time I went to McDonald's and like the guy. Like I swear he was screwing with you.
He was fucking with me.
Like he was repeating everything you said completely wrong, like the opposite of what you said. And
I know.
You'd repeat it.
He didn't
say it wrong
that's
again.
The thing. He just didn't want to fucking do his job.
He's like, if
that's
I keep
all
fucking
it
with
is.
him, he'll drive away, and you did drive away. So it's like,
because fuck him.
It was funny though,
and you can't complain because no one's gonna take a complaint to a fast food organization seriously.
Yeah, no, that's why when everyone was like, when people get pissed at me, like I am calling the company. I'm calling and reporting you. I'm like, okay. Do you know how many calls they get a day? Like that, like you're wasting your time. They open those call lines. So like two things can be reported. Probably like legit sexual harassment, and then just so these like whiny bitchy soccer moms feel like they have more power.
But they don't. After they call, it's like, yeah, that'll show him.
Oh, like he's gonna be getting a phone call from corporate tomorrow.
Oh, soccer moms. I used to play soccer. I didn't play soccer too long. I played soccer for I think 3 years, and then I just went on to baseball for 9.
Oh, soccer. Oh, baby. Don't get me started about my soccer stories. I did soccer when I was in first grade, kindergarten or first grade, and I did one season of it with my cousin Forrest. I think I did it because he was doing it. So I signed up for like soccer camp, and it was every week, and I hated it. I was so bad at it. I didn't get a single goal the entire season. And in the end, like it was like a camp where they they trained you, and then at the end you had a big soccer game against like another faction from our city that also did the same like type of camp. Yeah, so they didn't show up, so they just gave us the trophy and we won. So that was my soccer experience.
Yeah.
Imagine if that's how war worked. Like the other side just doesn't show up. Oh, I guess we
won. Well, I mean, if they don't show up, then they're not defending anything. So technically, I mean, they do win, the other side. Were there like legitimate, like there's still rules to war, but were there like actual like delegated rules like, hey, you shoot first, then we shoot?
No.
Was that a thing?
No. Well, all I know, like the closest
like
thing
with the muskets and shit.
I know in the Civil War there was stuff like where they wouldn't fight each other on Christmas and stuff, and they wouldn't, because I think was it Christmas or something one year during the Civil War. I thought like the North and the South actually got together and like cooked food and like shared it and like just like talked around the campfire and stuff, and then went back to war like the next day. But they all got together and had like a ceasefire and just like had like a little party together.
There's stories of World War I with German soldiers and like American soldiers like playing soccer and shit.
That's cool. I like that. That's really cool.
I think that's World War I or II. I can't remember. But I could swear there was a point when there were muskets and there was like warfare, kind of like they were going off like of duel kind of rules where like
it's like he loads and takes a shot and I load and take a shot.
I really was that never a thing? Like back in like red coat days.
I have no idea. Maybe because it took a long time to load one of those muskets. I watched a guy do it once. I was at some like, I don't know.
With the time he's reloading something, you can just pick up a rock and start throwing it at him.
Like, that the rule is like,
stop it!
While he's loading, you can't shoot him, but you can throw rocks at him. You can hit him with sticks.
You can go up and like slap him in the face.
You can yell obscenities and vulgarities at him.
Your mom's stupid.
Demean his character, but you can't shoot him. All right. None, and you can't throw a knife at him or anything.
No, bayonets were on the end of the guns.
That sucks. I wonder, like, imagine getting stabbed with a bayonet and then just getting shot while the blade is.
Oh God, that's something that happens in Gears of War.
We just went from talking about like the best burger to just imagine like a bayonet going into your body and then they just unload.
Having bayonets, the bayonets, having those bayonets. The purpose was to just like stab them, but like a lot of people just got disemboweled and their guts were just pouring out and shit, right?
Ooh,
because they just like stick them in the stomach and then go, and then it's like, wah, 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 wah,
my guts.
It'll be like, oh no, my guts.
Did you download a soundboard app?
Yeah, what's Waka Waka?
Waka Waka.
Oh, exactly what. Okay.
Like, what's this sound? That's exactly what it described.
Oh yeah, but can you guess what this one is?
Well, do you know why kids love the taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
That's a popular sound nowadays.
I've heard some YouTubers use that in their videos.
Yeah. What about this one?
Wheel of Fortune.
Oh yeah? One more for you.
The Oklahoma City bombing.
Yeah, how'd you know?
I make jokes about that because it's been long enough, right?
I have no idea.
1994? You're born in 94, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's been over 21 years. 21 years is like the...
The only thing I know from like 94 was the car chase, the O.J. Simpson car chase.
That was
going on while I was in the hospital, I think.
That was in 94?
I think so. Let me look that up.
Juice. Toss the gun, Juice.
Come on, Juice.
Juice.
O.J. Simpson.
What are some big events of 1994? Okay, so there's like those 90's kids that love to glamorize the 90's, but wasn't the 90's like a really shitty time?
I don't know. I mean,
I thought that the 90's actually like kind of sucked for a lot of people. Anthony Fantano did like a meme review on his second channel. He does meme reviews. They're very funny. You should go check them out. Ryan and I are actually on one, but he does meme reviews, and he did one on like 90's kids. And he was talking about like how like all the kids that say they're 90's kids were born in like 1997 and 1998, and then they didn't realize that the 90's were actually like a really shitty time. If you were born in like early 90's, or if you were conscious during the 90's, and when I say that, if you're born in 1996 or 1995, please don't comment, because because you're not a 90s kid. What I mean is like if you were sentient enough to understand things during the 90s, tell us about your 90s experiences. Maybe was it a shitty time? Was it a fun time you look back at and say, man, where did those good old days go?
Yeah, I was born in the 90s, but I don't categorize myself as a 90s kid, even though I have a lot of memories from watching the TV shows and stuff, and it was a big part of my life. But like when it comes to like the 90s, I mean, when you're like a little middle schooler, when you're starting to like that's
the
that's
period
when you know
period
that,
in your life when you start discovering who you are, type of thing.
yeah.
Not when you're like well, okay, so I was born at the very beginning of 96, so I was alive for 4 years throughout the 90s, and
You don't remember any
I
of
don't
them?
remember much of it because I don't remember until I was like my earliest memory was probably when I was like 2 or 3, I don't know, probably 3. I actually don't know what my earliest memory is, but I don't really remember much about the 90s. I do remember the week before the year 2000.
I remember that. I remember
when it became 2000.
Yeah, that was a big event.
I just have a memory of it was really cold and I'm wearing like a sweater and I was out in my driveway in front of my old house, my old little 1-story brick house, and it was a clear blue day and it was like a few days at the end of December in 1999, and that's like a very early memory I have.
I don't remember the actual fear.
Oh, I didn't know what
that
Y2K was.
Yeah.
For those who were born beyond that, Y2K was like everyone was scared that when the clock turned from 1999 to 2000, it would break like every computer in the world.
Because the number 2 doesn't exist.
Yeah,
Apparently.
it's like they didn't program computers to like be able to function with the number 2000 as a date or something, and it would like fuck up every electronic device. They would all get shut down, like planes would come crashing down, nuclear reactors would go off, and it was like a legitimate fear. Actually, I saw a thing. I think I tweeted it out like a month ago, but it was just, I thought it was funny. It's just a picture. It was like an official Best Buy sticker, and it was like, remember to turn your computer off before December 31st, 1999. And it was like an actual Best Buy sticker.
Really?
Yeah, from like something.
So like corporate, like businesses were promoting this shit.
Well, like I feel like they would. I don't know, because I feel like Y2K was one of those things where people, like, it was just a big hit mass hysteria thing, but like smart people were like, no, it's gonna be fine, like companies and shit.
Yeah.
But I don't know, if Best Buy did that, then maybe it was more of just like a big up for debate and people like just don't know what's gonna happen.
Maybe they were having fun with it and it was like a tongue-in-cheek sort of thing.
I don't know, because corporations doing that, wouldn't that kill the sales of like computers? Because people are like, oh, they're gonna break in a few months anyway, I'm not gonna buy a computer or any electronic products. I don't know, but the clock turned from 1999 to 2000 and nothing happened.
Yeah.
Everything kept running smoothly.
Speaking of technology, what the fuck is going on with the iPhone 7?
Dude, I don't know. I'm so tired of like, I really.
Who's in charge now? Who's in charge?
Steve Jobs' soul.
They
They captured it.
Apple is trying to get rid of the headphone jack right now.
They are getting rid of the headphone jack. They're not trying to.
No, they're trying to, like, as in they're trying to replace it. And like, I get it. Wireless technology is the future, but like, there are still like, I don't know. It's
not like an outdated thing. The headphone jack. The headphone jack is something that's been around. And I was talking to Barry about this earlier. Barry from the Game Grumps, and he's saying like the headphone jack, like I get it, like technology updates, but the headphone jack is not something that like needs to be updated.
Yeah.
Because it's not like it's poor quality and all of a sudden it'll be so much better. Apple, of course, people in the comments in Apple are saying like, oh, but this is higher definition sound. I get like exact same definition sound through headphones, It's like, but like, I don't think there's like a loss of quality because of a headphone jack.
And they're bringing out the wireless new headphones that they're going to start giving out with phones.
The
now.
AirBuds?
Yeah, the AirBuds. The AirBuds.
I think it's AirPods. Is that what they're called?
I don't know. But like, so I guess they're going over to just Bluetooth technology. Which, if you remember, Bluetooth technology was just something to point and laugh at, like when it first came out, and people always had those fucking stupid earpieces.
Yeah. Oh my god, I forgot. My cousin had one.
Yeah, I wanted one. I
wanted one so bad. I just wanted to like wear a little Bluetooth piece around.
It looked like a fucking spy.
Dude, why don't we get them and just start wearing them into the office every day?
Yeah, what's up?
Because like every time you get a text, I think it tells you that too.
I love the feeling of we need to get walkie-talkies for our place.
Yes. So like late at night, I can just be like, "Hey Ryan, you want to go for a walk, or you want to go get food?" Yeah, but We should get walkie-talkies or make a tin can phone that the string goes from my window across our living room window to your window.
It has to be like the line has to be taut.
Is that how those work? It has to be taut?
Yeah, I think because it's not going to travel on a loose line.
God, dude, I was at Santa Monica. I was looking at these beach chicks. They were so taut.
It's fucking taut.
Is taut can you use taut as a word to describe a beautiful young woman?
I don't know.
Dude, she was taut.
I know it from kind of like sailor terms, just kind of like keep it taut.
That's really funny because I know it from fishing. Like you got to keep the line.
Yeah, exactly.
The line taut. It's funny because like taut sounds like that's a word that could in the next 10 years become like a word that is just completely new meaning. Like you know what I'm saying? God, dude, I slept with this chick last night and she was taut.
Well, it sounds similar to thought, which was that 2015 where thought was big?
I don't know. I heard
or was
about
that like 14 or like earlier than that?
I heard it for the first time like probably about a year ago, and when I was in South Carolina is when I first heard the word thought, and I was like, is that like a? Have I not heard that in California because this is like a Southern word? And then I found out it's like a ghetto Twitter word.
It was on Vine and shit.
How's she a thought? Like, what does that even mean?
Vine has gone downhill. I think did you know what they started doing with Vine? They started making it so like you could make longer videos on Vine and like it would start off 7 seconds.
6 seconds anymore?
It used to be like 6-7 seconds, and now like it still is, but you can. Let me see if I can pull one up. Yeah, look, where you can choose to watch more, and I think that kills the app. I think that kills it.
That gets rid of the entire purpose of it.
Yeah,
then it's just another video sharing service.
Yeah,
the whole point of Vine was it's like, funny little, like. Ryan, tell me the word I'm looking for.
I don't fucking know.
Ryan, tell me the word I'm looking for.
I don't know what you're thinking of, dude.
Well, it's just little
it sucks.
6-second videos.
They ruined it. And I got verified on Vine, too. I was going to make it big.
Ryan, he was going to be the next Vine star.
My Vines are of the highest quality.
I've met one little Vine star. Okay, Ryan sees Vine stars all the time.
Everywhere I go, it's a curse. How. It's a fucking curse.
He has a curse where he sees Vine stars. Like he'll just go out for like a walk, and he'll just be like,
I'll come back and be like, dude, I just saw, and then I don't even know their names.
They're never people I've ever seen or heard of in my life.
But I'll pull them up on Vine, and you'd be like, oh, I've seen them once.
Yeah, we've seen them at the movie theaters. Who do we see at the movie theaters that one time? When we saw the Zoolander premiere. Who was that? The older Vine guy? It was like
it was I don't know his name.
Nash.
It's not Greer.
No,
it was
not
the
Nash
older
Greer.
Nash. The old guy.
Ricky Nash.
The one that had like a Comedy Central movie that didn't do well.
Did he?
I think so. I think he had like some. I don't want to speak ill of the poor man. He was just making entertainment for entertainment. I mean, he was making entertainment. So
here's the thing. It's like there's a famous quote about pornography, Ryan, and it was like there was a big debate about what constitutes pornography. Like, where's the line between art and porn? And like the person summed it up the best. This one person said, "I can't define pornography, but I know it when I see it."
What does this have to do with?
Here's the thing about Vine stars, Ryan. I can't define a Vine star, but I know one when I see it.
Pretty much.
You know, like when you see someone, when you like say, like for instance at VidCon, you could immediately tell who is a Vine or a Musical.ly star. You're like, okay, that person looks like a complete pious asshole. I think he's a Vine star. They all have the exact same look. Like they wear like really expensive clothes and they have their hair all like fixed up and swooshed and very like very tight, rich white American kid look.
Yeah,
you know?
But like Vine started out like there's people like Who Is Maxwell who I've worked with.
He like I used to watch his he'd put all his Vines on his YouTube channel and make compilations. They were really funny.
Oh, he's hilarious.
He was popular too. I don't know why he kind of just like dropped off the face of the earth.
Because the more popular people started coming, it was more about collaborating, and then like when you collabed, you kind of lost your sense of humor and enveloped someone else. And like I can see where he just I don't know, he didn't find it nurturing to his type of humor anymore.
You should try to get in touch with him.
I'll try it.
You should try. It'd be really cool to get him to come like stay with us for a bit. He's super cool.
I stayed with him for like a weekend. Daniel and I did like a Well, what was the sketch called? Uncle Max.
A trip to Uncle Max. A trip to
Uncle Max or something. Uncle Max.
That old classic Syndigo sketch.
Yeah, I like it.
I love that sketch. He's funny.
I like the gross feeling sketches.
He's a very grotesque man.
I love him. He's so funny.
He's one of the only people on Vine I actually like. Because he was around before like Vine stars became a thing, where it was all like those douchey little white kids that all the little white girls. I think it was before the tiny like I think he was in the era before the 9 to 15-year-old white girls kind of infected Vine, you know?
Yeah, they
infect a lot of platforms. Yeah, I've always known Reddit is kind of left, you know, how, for instance, atheist used to, or r/atheism used to be default, and then I used to be subscribed to...
What a shitty subreddit, by the way.
Oh, it's so bad. And that's not bashing atheists or Christians or anyone. It's just a circle jerk of just like of neck, beard, tip, fedora got people.
You know what the cringiest thing that came out of like atheism is?
What?
The flying spaghetti monster. Every time I hear someone say that or mention it, I just kind of like, I'm like, oh, come on.
It's so stupid.
That's just a low blow.
I used to think it was so funny as a kid, though. I used to like be all about it and
That's
stuff.
the flying spaghetti monster. Now it's just shut up. It's kind of like the equivalent of fuck. Oh, it's kind of like the equivalent of when people are making jokes on kind of gender, I guess, and they go, "I identify as an attack helicopter." It's like, oh,
Never heard that one before.
That's old.
Yeah, for a second I thought you were just gonna be like, it's equivalent to people making jokes on gender, and I'm like, Ryan, we do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but fuck, what was I gonna say?
Well, we've done some jokes that like I look back at like on the channel. I'm like,
Oh, I think when you release content as frequently as us, there's a lot of stuff you look back at and you're like, why did I say that?
Or why was this a running joke?
Or why was that? Why did I think that was funny at the time? That's really not funny. There's some old SuperMega videos. Looking back, I'm like, I thought that was a lot funnier at the time.
I know.
What are some good subreddits, Ryan?
Sorry, I fuck up my speech because I'm mentally handicapped.
Do you need some medicinal cannabis?
That would be great. I'd focus and I'd feel great. Anyways, great. I love that word. Can you tell? I use it frequently. Our movies, our gaming is usually what I go to, but as when it comes to entertaining subreddits, our cringe is always a good one.
My favorite subreddit is r/SuperMega, of course.
Yeah, we need to have more people active. I mean, I'd visit the subreddit a lot. Like if there are questions and stuff, I'd go there and answer questions.
We should
not every question, but like if it was a legitimate discussion, I want to do an AMA.
Let's do an AMA this week. Let's do an AMA.
Well, we don't know. Let's wait until we're like, I don't want to like just say it and then it not happen.
We could just jump on the subreddit and just make a thread and be like, hey guys, doing an AMA, and then tweet out the link.
Yeah, we're definitely going to do that
answer
soon.
Questions for like an hour.
Yeah. But like, I don't know. If there was like, I think our fans are more on Tumblr, I guess.
Which I don't go on, so.
I check it every now and then, but
Reddit
is definitely my place.
I used to check Tumblr every now and then
There's
I
some good
stopped
art.
because I'm just like, I don't. Tumblr has a lot of the fan fiction stuff, a lot of the drawings of us kissing naked.
Oh, yep, that's definitely a thing.
Which, as much as I love,
although there was a recent drawing of us naked that I do like.
I like that too. That was a hilarious. Well, here's the thing: we weren't engaging in a sexual act.
It was disgusting. It's a disgusting picture.
It's what was it? It's you vomiting
and peeing on the ground,
and what am I blowing my brains out?
Yeah,
is that what's happening?
Yeah, you have your like a handgun, not
a handgun,
like a literal
handgun.
Hand. Yeah, like you have your hand in the shape of a gun and you're blowing your brains out.
A lot of bodily fluids in that image, and both of our penises are drawn.
Yeah, mine's the thick, stumpy one, and yours is the long, livestocky one.
I wonder. I would love to retweet or like tweet out that fan art, but I can't because I'm trying to be a good boy right now for my verification.
Yeah.
See, if I'm a good boy, maybe Twitter will be like, all right, we'll throw you a verification. But whatever. At the end of the day, you think I'll be verified within a year from now? You think?
I think you'll be verified next time you apply or whenever. Because the thing is, now that I'm verified, I want to try to get SuperMega verified because we couldn't get the actual at SuperMega because that it's owned by like someone else has it
since like 2009.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know, just having it verified would be like, oh, SuperMega, got it. And there's also fan accounts and stuff, but verification, I guess we're coming full circle, aren't we? Verification is cool, but I've noticed a lot of just regular people that are verified. Like there's this fan that has 232 followers and they're following like 110 people. And they're obviously just like a fan of like YouTubers. And I'm like, how are they verified? How did this happen?
Like they
follow and unfollow and follow and unfollow to get your attention.
And they don't have like a website link to them. They don't have like anything in the description saying like what they do or like why they're verified.
It's because they had a friend at Twitter that was probably like, I can get you verified.
And then you can tweet at YouTubers and then unfollow them and follow them and unfollow them and follow them. So then they'll notice you. That's really annoying, by the way, if you're ever verified.
Yeah.
And you follow someone and then unfollow them and then follow them and then unfollow them. Because if you're verified, or even if you have a significant number of followers and you follow somebody, it gives that person notification like, this person followed you. So what people do is they'll like follow you and then they'll unfollow you. And then like an hour later, follow you again. And then like the next day, they'll follow you again because they want you to like notice and follow them back. How do you get verified on YouTube? I don't understand. Because I see accounts with like 20,000 subscribers that are verified, stuff like that. And like it seems like every YouTuber's account is verified, but it's like hard to get SuperMega verified. Or Kids of Problems. Even though Senego was verified, I think you have to do it through an MCN. Like I think that's the new rule now, because it used to be you had to do it through your Google Plus page. Like you had to have a certain number of followers.
Or something.
What?
You had to have like a website or something.
Yeah, now it's like how do you get verified on YouTube?
Pokemon Go's coming to the Apple Watch.
Is it? It's making it okay. Well, they're adding like new shit to it. I saw like there's like a buddy system now.
No one cares anymore. Just bring on bring on the fucking Hawaii Island, whatever it is.
Sun and Moon.
Sun and Moon. Bring on Sun and Moon.
I'm excited for that.
Fuck Pokemon Go. It's boring now. I'm sorry.
Right, you're just saying that because it's not popular anymore.
Yeah, because it's boring.
Yeah, it was really cool at first. But then after you play it for a while, you're like, okay. And then when they got rid of like the footstep shit, I mean, they brought it back apparently, made it better, but they shouldn't have taken it
Too
away.
late. I'm uninterested. I'm a gamer.
I uninstalled it like a couple weeks ago. I might reinstall it at some point to give it a try. I'll probably reinstall it once they add second generation stuff.
I doubt even then I'll reinstall. I think I'm just tired of the gameplay, and I'm just like, okay.
It had a really big boom, and then kind of ran its course.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe when the second generation comes out, let's go to Chernobyl and see what Pokemon we can find there. Let's go back to Area 51, but this time let's actually cross the gate and go in there and see what Pokemon there are. Anyway, guys, that is all we have for this episode of Super Mega Cast. We are on iTunes. It comes out every Saturday on iTunes and every Thursday on YouTube.
Yeah, and check us out. We live stream on Omegle every Thursday morning at
you can catch my
5
a.m.
Yeah.
Yep. You'll just go look and I'm sure you'll find
someone
it.
that fucking does that. I know it.
They're going to like go look at 5 a.m.
They're going to go at 5 a.m.
And then I can't show my butthole anymore.
No. Now they know.
Bye.